Hi, Tyler.
Hello, world.
Hi, world.
Welcome back to another episode of Regression Advised.
Yep.
It's a podcast where we're what?
What? We're two idiots who don't know anything talk about everything? Is that the right?
Yeah.
Is that the right podcast?
Yeah. You found it. Welcome back to that podcast in May.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And we're shooting for another doubling.
Another double.
Double. Last month we doubled the previous month of listens, so thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
So we're out here just pushing the envelope, talking about things that we really know everything about.
Right.
Like, we were teasing you, but now we're going to be talking about
some meaty topics now. It's really...
Yeah, we're talking about time.
I don't want to oversell it, but you've never heard anything like what we're going to say.
Yeah, no one's known anything like this about time, like, really...
Ever.
It's some pretty cool stuff.
Heavy stuff. So I am curious, how many downloads did we get actually? Like, you know the number?
I stopped looking after we broke 100, but we broke 100 for the first time ever, which was super exciting.
That's really cool. Thank you everybody for listening. That's really awesome.
Yeah. That's a lot of time wasted, I think.
Certainly,
there's 100 hours that we just slurped out of people's lives over 1 month.
Yep.
Congratulations, you idiots.
You dummies.
You don't know anything.
Can't believe you did that to yourself. How dare you?
Now do it twice as much this month.
Yeah,
please.
Don't stop. Please don't stop. God, please don't.
I'm having so much goddamn fun. Oh God, don't go.
Yeah, if you stop, then we have no reason to do this.
No, and then like every Sunday at 7 p.m., I'll just cry for an hour instead.
Yeah, me too. Separately though.
No, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cry with you.
Mm-mm.
No, unless it's on the podcast. For views.
If we get 300,
I'll cry on the podcast. We will cry together. We'll watch like a sad movie or something.
There will be tears. Oh, that'd be fun. Do like a watch party or something.
Or we could do like a commentary, like movie commentary. Anyway.
Whatever.
So time.
Yeah. It's a wild thing, actually. Like, okay. So I know it sounds broad and it is broad, but like...
Intentionally so, I think.
Yeah. And because there's a lot of things that I think I want to get into, and it's between like the perception of time and how paradoxical it can be, and how it can feel. Like, first off, it's a sense. Like, you can always kind of tell, and it's one of the senses. I mean, I think all of your senses like are active in your sleep, and I think that's also like going on.
Yeah.
Like I in the past have like purposely been like, I'll sleep for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time I end up going for like 5 hours. But like if I'm not actually that tired and I'm like, no, I'll like take a nap for like 40, 50 minutes and I forget to set an alarm, I'll just wake up.
Yeah. You know, my mom has been doing that for like 40 years. I'm not kidding. She hasn't used an alarm clock since she was in college. Legitimately. She just goes to sleep and goes, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. And then she wakes up at 5:59. Like,
insane.
Every single morning she does this to go to work. She doesn't set like alarms. She doesn't have like a backup. If she sleeps too long, that's it. She's just going to be late to work. She's never been late. How does that how does your body do that?
I don't know. Well, I can't. Well, I was going to say I can't do that. I think I can. I think I don't set myself up with enough sleep and a good enough schedule to do that.
Right. I mean,
so kudos to your mom, dude.
Yeah.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Good job. Thanks for the anecdote on the podcast.
Yeah. Filled up some time there.
Yeah, it's all for the clicks. No, like for real though. Okay.
Will's mom can do what?
It's just clickbait. It's a picture of my mom with a big circle around her, like an arrow pointing to her. You'll never believe what my mom can do.
No, Tickle the Ball is a little bit more. You won't believe.
You won't. You cannot believe.
That's the title of
this podcast.
I interrupted you when you were saying no, but for real.
Oh, okay. So, right. So, you know, but you said this. Time is a sense.
It's a wibbly wobbly thing.
Yeah. So time, it could be said the time only exists for us.
Okay.
But also,
Okay, that's another thing that yeah. Good conversation.
Because
come out of that.
Because we track time with seconds and stuff, but those are just arbitrary. It's just like 1, 2, 3. I guess those are a thing. Like
we're counting, and we've divided it. This is a weird chicken or the egg thing. Freaking like years, like 365 days is not like. Oh no! Because we're off. Never mind. Because we're off by like a quarter of a day.
Yeah.
And so and then we divide 60 and 60. So I'm assuming everything kind of started with like, I don't know, hours in a day. I don't know about.
Yeah, probably. Because you need time.
I'm sorry, but it makes sense that hours would come first because you need to track throughout the day, and it makes sense that it's a 24-hour system because a lot of math was like a 12 base
12. Yeah.
And so it'd be the morning and the night, and they divide it into 2 12s.
That was like early math.
Yeah.
Like wasn't like a lot of the 24-hour cycle of the day. Was that the Roman Empire? I feel like I know they did a lot with like calendars and years.
The Gregorian calendar comes from Roman, I do believe. I think, or King George. We use a Gregorian calendar, and it's either Roman or like some kind of European.
I think it's like British, but I think it came from the original Roman calendar because they changed some things because August is obviously Augustus.
Yep.
Yeah. And we added a few months, I think, because all of the months are like something from Rome, except for like 2 or 3 that we just switched out.
Oh, it might have been like December. It was just like, we need Jesus's birthday in here somewhere.
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, it's they count. So, September, Sept is 7. So September was gonna be the 7th month. October Oct is 8. So it's supposed to be the 8th month.
Yeah.
November, Nov 9. December, Deci is 10.
Where did we get those other 2 months?
I think it's
Jan is definitely not 1.
No, that's true. August is not, but Augustus, right? Caesar.
Oh my goodness.
So I think they're like the first couple were like names of Caesars, and then the other ones were like, oh yeah, then 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like crunch time for a video game, and they're like, my lord, we have to release the new calendar in 6 days. What do we name the last 3 months? 4 months? Do we have any more Caesars we can name after?
No, we've run out of Caesars, my lord. It's a travesty. We've been harvesting about this. Harvesting. We've been harvesting names, just going through the books. We can't find any more for the months.
Just name it. All right, we'll think of something. Just name it 7, 8, 9, 10 until we figure something out.
Oh, they're gonna hate it, sir.
Oh, we will think of something before then.
What if we name it 7, 8, 9, 10 Ember?
We're gonna burn you at the stake for that, but that's brilliant. Let's do it. December. 10-Sember. 7-Sember.
And that's how we got the calendar.
And that is
Oh my goodness! But we started, and I want to get through this because it's such a neat like idea and like discussion point. How you started with like time is for us, and I think you were going somewhere with that.
Yeah.
Continue on that railroad.
Oh, okay. So, and I'm just thinking out loud here. Excuse me. So time, right? So we perceive time. But time is really, like, we assign a number to it, but it's really just, if you think about it, it's just the space between being alive and then being dead. Like, being born and dying. And, like, that's how we judge time. And we, like, set numbers to it. And, like hours, days, years, whatever.
Okay.
But, like, it's just our progression through the space of us being here. And we happen to experience it linearly.
Okay.
But, like, it doesn't necessarily, there's a lot of theories that like say, maybe time is not linear and we just happen to experience it this way because that's the way our brains work. Like some people might experience, I think there was a movie, spoilers for this movie, Arrival. The whole movie's about how aliens come to Earth and they're trying to like communicate with us, and there's this linguist trying to communicate back.
This has to do with time?
Yeah, that's the whole twist of the movie.
Because I watched this movie and
because the whole thing is the aliens, they find out the aliens don't experience time linearly. They experience it almost all at once, like, and can like be, at this time, and then they could be back at this time, and they could be at this time. And they realize, like, the beginning of the movie for this girl, because this starts to happen to her as she learns their language and like understands them more. She starts to experience time in different ways.
Dreams that she...
Yeah, they weren't actually dreams. They were her in those times. And she was bouncing in time and not experiencing it linearly. And wild stuff. So, like, do you think it would be possible if, like, something in our brain rewired that we would be able to do that? Because, some people can see things differently. Some people hear particularly well.
Okay. Okay.
So it affects our other senses. Do you think it'd be able to affect that sense?
There is a lot to unpack here. I'll start with the fun idea of perception of time, where like, I think about this often as we age. It's harder and harder to have like the most exciting like day of your life, or the most travesty, like the biggest travesty of your life. Like it's constantly getting top throughout life, but like these get interspersed further and further apart. Babies cry all the time because they're like, oh my gosh, that was a gust of wind, it hit me right in my nose, what the fuck, oh my god,
I've never experienced this before.
Gee, oh no, why did that happen? Right?
I'll never forget this.
Yeah. and so it's similar to that in that, like, your first year, 1 year on Earth, there's 100% of your time on Earth. Okay? And then your second year of life.
Yeah.
Well, that's now half of the time that you spent on Earth.
Oh.
3, 4, 5, this goes on. And this is one way that people have posited how, like, people feel time slip away faster when they're older.
Yeah.
Is that, like, you've gone through this. This is only this past year, even though it's mathematically equivalent in time.
Sure.
To the last year of your life.
Yeah.
It is proportionally less of your life because now you've experienced more.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, but that's that's insane, because that means that, like, as you get older, your perception of time is shortened, right?
I think
that's the, like,
yeah, and it operates more as like a illusion, I suppose. But yeah, to say it in a sentence,
okay.
Time would seemingly go faster when you compare it with memories.
So that's an interesting point, because if that is the case, right?
Okay.
If that is like a big part of how we operate as human beings, and like, I don't know that it is, but like, by that, operating off of that theory, the mathematical calculation of time that we have that is standard would not apply. It wouldn't apply to us, at least mentally, because we would experience, the first year would be, a decade to us, like, almost, just the way we're experiencing it. So, like, in every mathematical year is going to get a little shorter and a little shorter. So in order to even that out, like, how would you like divide it up? So like 80 years, each year gets a little shorter. It starts super long.
It doesn't literally get shorter.
I know, but like I'm just like positing, like, based on like your perception of it, right?
I can't really imagine how you would work. Well, I could sit down with a whiteboard and maybe figure it out. Oh, good thing I erased the whiteboard because I did some math for the game that's coming up later.
Oh, you made a game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, spoilers. Okay. All right. Well, let me mentally prepare it for disappointment now.
Wow. Okay. No. But on the notion that like time is for us, and like maybe like the way we perceive it, we just kind of made it in our own way, or like what if we could perceive it in some other way? I think, from what I reasonably know about time being relative due to Einstein's theories, and how it can be, how it's part of space. It's space-time. Yeah,
which is... We'll get into that.
We'll try. We'll try our damnedest.
We'll bring it up and then go, I don't know.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
Being that this human race was all made on the same planet with the same time-space warping due to its mass. Yeah. And how often we have day-night cycles and all this other stuff. I believe that we have the most optimal due to whatever, however we get our senses, obviously through evolution. Yeah. We've developed a sense that is maybe not the most optimal. Because there's a lot. Sure. I mean, we still have an appendix, right?
Yeah, so there's obviously a few things.
There's going to be room for improvement. Yeah. But as far as reality is concerned, we are concerned with what is reality. Mm-hmm. This is a pretty useful tool of going, okay, I've got about this much time left before it gets dark. Yeah. So...
a good keen sense internal. Yeah. Like an internal clock. You make...
I kind of... I don't know that we would ever be able to like see time non-linearly. That just does not. I don't know about that. But what I do know, I like thinking of like seeing it like imagine a different color, imagine new colors. Yeah, it's like hey, you can't really.
Like it might exist, but I couldn't.
I certainly won't be able to. But
yeah, it's like you get to another dimension. It's like. Yeah, like, there's, technically speaking, mathematically speaking, there's a fourth spatial dimension. Yeah. Like that exists. We can't picture it because we're not there, but we know it's there. Like mathematically speaking.
It can exist and not break rules. It's just,
just like, how could we understand? Because it's space within space. And it's like, it doesn't break the rules of the third dimension. It just adds to it.
I think we're punching above our weight class here.
Well, that's the point of this podcast, isn't it? Yeah, that's the whole point of this, is so we can talk about stupid stuff and be stupid. But obviously we know it, so we're not stupid.
Yeah, no. We are all speaking the truth here.
Yeah. No. Okay. So right. So the calculations about this fourth spatial dimension. Whatever. It's an excellent segue. Excellent
segue.
It's a brilliant segue.
Tell me.
Right? Into the mathematics of time. I know we've talked about calendars and stuff, but okay. So time, right, mathematically is in equations for time is relative to speed, to mass and gravity.
Yeah.
And there's something about the speed of light that is very significant that I don't think.
Well, you can't travel faster than the speed of light if you have mass, right?
Right.
Period. And so I don't know if this is where you were going with it, but this is something that I do know about it that I think you might be going for, is that the closer you travel to the speed of light, the slower time will pass for you relative to something else.
Right. Okay.
So if you accelerate from this speed closer to the speed of light, and then decelerate, turn back and come back, accelerate again, decelerate to reach the speed again, spinning around this earth and moving around the sun and moving through space.
Through galaxies and stuff.
Yeah. You will come back in the future with your perception.
Oh,
you would have seen a clock go by for, a day, and you'll be back almost a month later.
Whew. And
if you go near light speed.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
So okay. So
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And it's also possible because he said with gravity.
Yeah.
If you go around close enough to a black hole,
it has same effect.
Yeah, you start going through time faster. Your clock, you still perceive time
theoretically.
There goes an hour. There goes an hour. I felt like an hour.
Yeah.
And then everyone's out there like, oh my god, when are they gonna get out? It's been 3 years or some shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that one. I didn't do math on that one.
That's also okay. There's, and I don't know if there's scientific theory behind this, but in order for that much gravity, it has to literally suck in light, which, by the way, to be light has no mass. So how does something have so much gravity that it sucks in photons?
It's the wave particle duality, and it's not. So
light's a wave and also a particle.
Well, yeah.
It's a particle acting as a wave, but it's not really. It's a full wave, but it's also
but it interacts with matter. It bounces off of things,
right?
And so it has mass.
But previously established.
Oh yeah.
To travel at the speed of light, you have to be massless. And for anything other than light. And what is light? Except just
we don't even have our producer today.
It's energy. I know.
Oh
we
no.
don't have anybody to correct us or look stuff up. So, light being is energy, right?
I don't know.
I think it would be energy.
Well, it's
because you get heat, and then there's
there's infrared, and that's just heating. That's light waves.
Yeah, you get friction. You get
down. But if light waves, so light waves are everything from gamma radiation down to radio waves.
Well, that's not. No, those are just waves. Isn't light infrared to ultraviolet?
Well, that's visible light. That's light we can see.
Oh.
I think it's. Oh.
Well, wait, hold on. No. I think it's infrared to ultraviolet because we can't see ultraviolet. We can't see infrared. There's a space in between there that we can't see visible light, and then everything above that and below that is either ultraviolet or infrared.
Well, yeah, and then it goes off and then it keeps speeding up, and you get X-rays, and then
and then you gamma and stuff.
And I think it's all photons just wiggling at different.
Oh.
Yeah, wiggling at different frequencies.
Oh,
which is
Oh, that's weird.
It's really, really, really weird. This is network time, baby. Time, baby. Freaking radio waves carrying information. How do we figure? This is what I don't. And actually, I looked up because I might have been confused about this on the podcast before. I looked it up. I got too curious because I ask about it all the time.
Yeah.
Freaking vinyl records. How do they work? But I looked it up.
Sure.
Sound waves.
Yeah.
It's how we wiggle the air with sounds.
Yeah.
And every sound ever, every combination of sounds ever, wiggles air a little bit different.
Okay.
And and it makes a wiggle that someone can transpose onto a piece of vinyl that then can tell a diamond to wiggle a needle to make that air wiggle again that is nearly identical to it. And they figured that out. They figured that shit out before, Yeah, we put people on the moon. And I don't know about that, but I can point at the moon and say that way. I ain't got no goddamn idea how people understand recording and playing back sounds. When I can go up, hold my hands up and get closer to the moon.
I can point at the moon and go that way. Oh my gosh!
Well before they put people on the moon,
before they even thought that was an idea. Oh my gosh! Yeah, okay. So we think these analog things, right? Like vinyl and like so many other things. The telephone, like sending voice through a wire, like all of these very like old things but like the analog versions are so insane that like how did we come up with something like that? And then you look now and we're literally sending songs via Bluetooth to a speaker that is powered by a battery that can recharge. You press a button and it turns on and says hello to you through Bluetooth, by the way. No wires. It just goes through the air into the speaker, the song. We don't even need to wiggle a needle anymore.
I know. I understand that more. Because sending data through, like, I can wrap my head around digital things a lot better than I can analog. Analog seems like magic. It really, truly just, I don't know.
Well, because it came from nothing. Like, even digital came from analog. Like, you came from the ideas.
Yeah. They came from, I want to do this. And then they just did it.
And they figured it out somehow. They figured it out
because they're geniuses. People were always smart. They just never, oh my goodness gracious.
Just have the resources or whatever, I guess. Somebody invented a wheel. Somebody did that at some point.
No, and so this is, excuse me, another thing about, like, time, I suppose, and how, like, the Industrial Revolution and then, like, leading through to the technology revolution to, like, today, and how so many things from, like, a human, like an agricultural human, like the first thing that happened, 20,000 years ago now?
Yeah.
Until today, there are, I'm trying to think of the proper name for this graph, but it's called like the hockey stick effect.
Okay.
And it's about how most things associated with like human growth have followed this trend of like just flat, like population.
Okay.
Flat. 1800s, hockey puck, straight fucking up. And that goes like, I mean, obviously you got carbon emissions, you've got population, you've got the number of, like, so many things have just accelerated.
It's
up like GameStop back in 2020 or early 2021? Late 2020?
It was ancient history, might as well.
Ancient history now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, because time's passing exponentially now, I guess.
Apparently, especially in the time of the internet. Like,
yeah.
I've made this joke before, but like, internet years, that's like a weekend. Like, and they'd be like, oh, that was about a year ago, right? And it was like, no, that was Monday.
That was Monday. The Suez Canal thing, I almost forgot about. That happened like maybe a month ago.
I don't even know it was a month ago.
Oh my gosh.
It might have been a month ago.
I have no idea. I don't even know.
And then,
see, that would have been would have been news for a year and a half in like 1925.
Right. Well, here's what I think is also leaning into this is like in any life, in any time, anywhere, your perception of time, like, this is fun, where you say, like, if you have to fly somewhere to go on a vacation, your perception of the time waiting at the airport, maybe you have a layover and then there's a delay and and you're just waiting around. That could feel like forever in the time.
Yeah.
You get to your destination and quite often it feels like that whole week goes by in a blur.
Yeah.
and it's over and you're home again. You're like, wow, where did all that time go? But then when you're asked to recall anything about what happened, that time that you were waiting in the airport is just like a blip because nothing interesting happened.
Okay.
But now you're looking back at like the time that you spent and you're like, oh no, I did this, that, this, that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like, so like new experiences, they'll fill up more memory in how much time it felt like had passed.
Okay.
And looking back at it, but while you're doing it, it kind of accelerates the feeling of it.
So that's interesting. That's a really interesting thing because then you're getting into like the difference between experiencing time and remembering time.
Yeah.
The present and the past.
But it's all if you took a stopwatch out, they'd be like, I don't know about.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I was there for 3 days on vacation, and I was only there for like 4 hours at the airport. But like, the 4 hours in the airport just doesn't end when you're there. It just doesn't. I remember we had a layover when I went on vacation in like 2007 with my family. I was just a little kid. And we had a layover in like LA while we were going. LA. It's like LA airport, LAX. I don't know if you've been there. It's pretty cool. But great hiking in LA.
Okay.
So yeah, like it was like so long. And we didn't have any food. And like my parents were like, we're not gonna buy food. We're just gonna get on the plane and be somewhere in like, 4 hours. They're like, why would we buy super expensive airport food when we can get, McDonald's food when we get there?
And we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. So it was exhausting. Oh, that was the worst layover I couldn't eat. I was in pajamas, just sitting in an airport, couldn't fall asleep because it was like, in Ohio time, it was like 3 in the afternoon. But anyway, so we did all that. I just barely remember that, like at all. Like, I remember that it happened, and that's the only thing I remember about it. I don't remember a single event that took place. I don't remember the airport. I don't remember what I said. I just remember being hungry in an airport a little bit. And I was like, well, it must have been a reason for that. It's like, yeah, we were there for a while, I guess.
Freaking jet lag and time zones.
Oh.
Okay. Which is fine. I think time zones are pretty necessary because if you...
Right.
I mean, at least... we could all go by, like, the UTC time, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I just see it next to the other ones, and it says UTC +5 or 7, and I'm like, when's it in Eastern?
Yeah, I have no idea what that means, yeah.
But, for, of course, like, I don't know, you can just be like, I don't know, it's dark out at +500 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'll just go to bed now. It doesn't matter what time we call it.
Yeah.
But there are some countries, and a growing number of countries, and in fact one U.S. state that doesn't do, what happens, fall forward, spring forward, fall back. What is that? Daylight savings.
Daylight savings, yeah.
Why do we do daylight savings? Why? I mean,
I don't know. What's the state that doesn't do it?
It's one of those weird southern ones.
Louisiana?
I think it might be Alabama. Or Oklahoma.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't be Oklahoma because Oklahoma has a lot of military bases, and that's probably not that great for them to do that.
No, yeah, they wouldn't like that.
No. Probably Alabama.
Probably. Or Louisiana. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in Louisiana. Shout out to anybody in Louisiana. Keep being weird.
Yeah, keep it up.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think we should. I think we should stop that.
I agree. Well, like, you're basically just doing one thing and then doing the opposite later. And, like, it has no effect other than an hour. And really, it's just like, oh, well, it's summer. So, like, the sun's going to rise a little earlier.
Just get over it, you big freaking baby.
Yeah, maybe the sun's going to...
your child's going to be out in the dark in the morning.
Oh, he might get bus in the dark.
Might get hit by a car and unsuspecting driver.
Baby. My kid got hit by a car. Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
Shut up. Shut up about it.
I don't want it no more.
No, we don't like it, so change it.
I haven't been in school like waiting on a bus for a little bit, dude. So I don't even care anymore.
I've never done that. So
So I'm not gonna set my clocks back anymore.
I'm just not gonna do it.
Wait, okay. Clocks.
Yeah.
They're weird, right?
Yes. Because here's the thing, right? I don't know about modern clocks, but like old watches and stuff, like analog watches, they run off quartz.
Yeah.
Which
No, I know.
If you run an electric current through quartz, it vibrates.
Yep.
And it vibrates at a certain frequency that is unchanging and that can be calculated to a second.
Okay, Will, I'm so glad that you actually knew this because I knew that quartz just kind of jiggled and I was like, no, I don't know. It makes a lot more sense now because you took it like one step further that like they electrically charge it and then they count the jiggles.
Yeah. One, who figured that out? And why? I'm going to drop this rock into this electric current and see what happens.
Oh, wow. It's shaking a little bit.
Does it shake a lot? I feel like it would just be minor vibrations because it's wiggling. It's like thousands of times a second.
Oh, it shakes a lot.
Yeah, it's like it's and like jiggling to the point where like almost I would imagine would be imperceptible. You don't feel the jiggle in your watch.
You feel the ticks.
You feel the ticks, but not the jiggle.
No, I don't feel 1,000 jiggles a second.
Yeah,
especially because my watch is dead right now. But
so is mine. But then you have to. Okay, so you figured out quartz, right? Oh, this certain mineral, you run electric current through it, it jiggles.
And you know what?
Kind of neat.
That's the easy part.
That's the easy part because then you have to create a machine to calculate how many times it jiggles. Just in general, how quickly it's jiggling.
Put it into something the size of a $50.
Yep.
And then make that thing that counts also turn 3 hands.
Yep. Through gears that have to be so incredibly precise.
And so teeny tiny.
Just itty bitty teeny little gears. I know we were going to talk about time, but watches are so insane
that we track of time.
I mean, yeah, you're right. And it's stupid. Everything involving time, everything time has anything to do with time is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It's like magnets. You know what?
What do I know?
Do you know? I'm asking this. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like magnetism and electric fields.
Electromagnetism?
Yes, sorry. Electromagnetism.
It is the same, what is it called? Greater force? Heavy force?
Yeah. There's like the greater, or the heavy force and the light force.
Yeah, something.
It's like, then there's
but it's gravity, electromagnetism.
Nuclear power.
I don't know.
There's nuclear is one of, yeah.
Whatever. We know trivia answers.
Yeah. We go to trivia every week, so get on our level.
Yeah. And we lose too.
Yeah, we lose every week. I haven't won in a couple weeks. We should win.
It's been a while. No, yeah, it's kind of hurting my wallet. Not winning.
Yeah. Maybe we should win this week. Do you wanna?
Yeah, I think we should win this.
I think we should win. I think we should win too. So watches are obviously insane. Electromagnetism. Right. It definitely is. Do you know of any correlation between that and like space-time? And like gravity and time. Well, I guess not space-time, but space. It might be space-time.
I don't know. What are you trying?
I think that's the thing I was trying to think of.
It's weird that we have.
Do those have connections?
I don't know that electromagnetism is affected by gravity. But like it helps be. Well, I guess here's one connection.
Okay,
is that we have like most planets will have like a ferrous core.
Yeah,
and it's spinning.
It's spinning.
The Earth is spinning.
Oh, okay.
And part of that is creating this magnetic field that goes around the Earth.
Oh,
and it draws our compasses to the North Pole. If we said it right. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
You can just like rub a needle on a magnet and put it on a cork that's floating in a cup of water and it'll point north.
That's
what? Wait, what?
It's a magnetic field that is so big It covers the entire Earth. Do you know how big Earth is? It's enormous. It's so big.
And then what does it do? It freaking moves solar flares away from us and towards the poles. What is that? What is that?
You know what? And I don't mean to get preachy. It's so imperfect. Like, it's just incredible design. It's gotta be, right? Like, how insane is that? That like
that we
you need the sun to survive, but in order to have the sun, there's going to be flares and flare up. Solar is this big explosion, right? So like whenever the radiation
let's
starts,
just put it's nickel core inside this planet.
Yeah, and then let's have it spin in such a way that it creates a magnetic field around the whole planet, so that when these flares and these radiation bursts do hit the planet, it'll just be dispersed.
Yeah, how about that?
It just won't affect anything.
And you know those things that gas that you can go like right through it.
Yeah,
like it's nothing. That yeah. Also, that's just gonna keep like it's just gonna be sucked in by the Earth, and like there's gonna be a thing called an atmosphere. It's gonna break up that like harsh light, that UV radiation,
and just leave the good one. Just leave the good stuff that you need to survive.
Yeah.
Everything else is like.
How about we do that?
I think that would be a good idea.
And keep it like right in the like temperature of like where water, the universal solvent, and life-giving fluid, can be fluid naturally,
and also ice, and provide a range of temperatures between unbearably hot and unbearably cold.
How long
everywhere in between
has the world, if we're talking about time here?
Yeah.
How long has it been habitable? Because it's what? It's estimated like 6 million years old.
Is it
from like being like its own
like
body.
Continent, like the way we know it now as best as we can?
Not did I say 6 million?
Yeah,
maybe 600 million.
It's probably something like 600 million. I think it's I think the Earth itself, they theorize it to be like 1.4 billion years old.
Why am I even asking this?
I don't know.
No, like I want to know and I want to talk about it, but now I'm going like, let's say we knew the number.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a shit about how long 1.6 billion years. I don't know how long
so big
1.6 billion years and time. Like this isn't part of the game,
right?
But like, oh my goodness, to get from something that like we can like visualize in our brains, to an obscene amount of time. This is my favorite example. A deck of cards. 52 cards.
Yeah.
In a pile.
Yeah. Hundreds of decks everywhere.
You take not once ever. Other than like in a starting deck where like you shuffle a few times and you shuffle maybe once.
Yeah.
Maybe one time anybody has ever had the same deck shuffled.
Like the same order of cards?
No, if you ever want to feel like an individual, find the nearest deck of cards and shuffle it. No one has ever held that order of cards, ever. And to put it into perspective, it would take less time if you take 1 second to go through that deck and put it into every single combination that is possible. Yeah. It takes 1 second to put it, all the combinations.
Bang.
Yes.
Bang.
It would take less time to instead take 10 dice and roll them on the floor over and over again until you get them all to land on the same side. Then take 1 step forward and do it again and get around the equator of the Earth. And then pick up a grain of sand and put it in your pocket. And do that again until you've picked up all the sand from all the oceans or all the beaches.
Yeah.
And put it all into your pocket. And once you've finally done that, put a piece of paper on top of Mount Everest.
Okay.
And then do it all backwards to put the sand back, to put another piece of paper on Mount Everest. And do that over and over again until you reach the moon, and back 3 times. That would take less time to do.
What?
If you want to look it up for your own sake, You can find it based on any of those keywords throughout. It's like deck of cards, unique
probability, probably.
Yeah. But like someone ran the math on it, and it's unbelievable how large of a number it is and so that brings me back to like I don't give it 1.6 billion years. I have no idea.
Whatever. Sorry. Okay. So this might put it in better perspective. I'm not sure you've probably heard this.
Okay.
But so that I don't think that the time number matters because what even is a billion years, So they theorize, like, for instance, if the whole lifespan of Earth was a year. Have you heard this?
If the world started last Tuesday?
No.
Oh, okay.
If like January 1st is 12 a.m. is when the Earth began.
Okay,
like
sure.
It came into existence. It was formed. Whatever. And then all of life, like all of Earth's history, was that year. Currently, where we are right now, it would be 11:59 on December 31st. So basically, we are 1 minute away from the end of the world. Based on that's how long Earth has been around.
Wait, when is the end of the world?
Midnight.
Yeah,
but at the end of the year. So, sorry. So December 31st, at the end of that day, the Earth would die. It'd end.
And that's like millions of years away anyway.
Yeah, but the Earth has been around so long that where we are currently is 11:59 on December 31st.
I don't understand. That's wild.
It's insane. That's an incredibly, like, it just puts the difference, like, past versus future in perspective.
Well, I think you're going to have to be doing a lot of that. Putting the past to the present and every second in between into a nice perspective for a game I like to call...
Oh,
no! Did I have that sandwich yesterday or last week?
Are you going to make me eat gross sandwiches?
Not going to make you eat anything, not unless you get 4 of these right. But if you do get it wrong, and that's either tomorrow or next week, you'll have to eat a sandwich. My choice from themselves? I don't know.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to lose this now. I've been properly incentivized.
There's plenty of food at Zub's that I know you wouldn't eat. Oh man. Because they got a lot more stuff than ketchup and salt and pepper on it. What? Oh, that would stay. And they're big sandwiches too.
You know what?
Oh, you better get 4 right, stinker.
What happened to rewarding when we get it right, not punishing when we get it wrong?
Well, you know what? Better get it right, stinker.
Oh,
that's your reward.
Okay. My reward is not having to eat a gross sandwich.
Okay. Well, yes.
Okay.
But let's establish kind of what the game is mostly going to be like. One of these is one of them are a little bit different.
Okay.
But the rest are kind of the question, like, you might have heard Cleopatra was born closer to present day than she was to the creation of the pyramids.
Uh-huh.
They are so ancient to her as well that she's closer to present day.
Interesting.
And so I will pose the question, and I'll start with Cleopatra, but I will change this up because everyone knows that one.
Sure, yeah.
Was Cleopatra born closer to the erection of Stonehenge or modern day?
Oh. So, okay. So Stonehenge.
Old.
Old.
Real old.
So I'm operating under the assumption that it was Stonehenge, then Cleopatra, then present day.
It is. So, it is that order.
Because Cleopatra was BC still. That was like the Egyptian Empire kind of
thing. Yeah. That.
Mm-hmm.
Also okay. Rome.
Rome.
Caesar going around.
Stonehenge is big. And I know they theorized that, like, they have all these theories of, like, how people could have done it because it was so long ago that they made it. They're like, oh, what does it mean? It's just a bunch of Scottish rednecks out there standing rocks up.
I mean, they throw telephone poles now, so
Just for fun.
I imagine they could have moved rocks around.
Yeah, they figured something out.
They would do it for sport. Goodness.
Okay, it's got to be present day. I'm gonna say present. She's closer to present day.
That is incorrect.
What?
Stonehenge is actually more recently built than the pyramids were by about 500 years, 2000 BC.
Wow. Okay.
The construction started sometime around 2000 BC. And Cleopatra was born in the year 69 BC.
Okay. So it was close.
It's close. I made it a
Okay.
close one.
All right.
It was
all
a
right.
toss-up.
That's a good question. That was a good. You know what? I accept that. That was a good one. Man, that was okay. All right, now I gotta step up my game. That's
No, well, you can still swing it though.
okay.
These all are mostly like true or false, or not
Okay.
true or false, but like it's 50-50, right?
Sure.
So the stakes had to be high,
Right. I understand.
just like the amount of condiments that I'm going to put on your Philly cheesesteak. Oh baby.
I don't like condiments.
All right. The 10th president
Okay.
of the United States of America,
Yep.
John Tyler,
John Tyler. Okay.
has 3 remaining grandchildren that are alive today. Grandchildren.
Wow.
Was John Tyler born closer to the American Civil War? Or no, my mistake. Was he serving as president closer to the American Civil War or the War of 1812?
Oh shoot! This is just like American history.
This is just a history.
Oh no, I don't know this one. Okay, so the Civil War. So we got our independence in 1776. 1812. That's like 20 years later. So 20 years. That's like 4 presidents.
Something like that.
Somewhere around there. And the Civil War was... Gosh. 10th president. So the Civil War started around the 15th president. So so that's like... That's real close. That's right on the edge there. That's like from 5 to 10 or from 10 to 15. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna say 1812, the War of 1812.
He served as president during the years 1841 to 1845, which is closer to the start of the American Civil War.
Dang it.
1860s.
Dang it. That one was okay. All right.
Here's the thing though. Here's what I'll do for you.
Okay.
I'll ramp the difficulty does ramp up
Okay.
on these next few questions because I'm gonna flip them because I was gonna ask them a different way.
Yeah.
And so I will ask them the more difficult way for you here. If you get all 3 of these,
Okay.
no sandwich on the line still.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
We will turn up the
we never
difficulty.
said how many questions this is out of.
Oh, there 5.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
So you've got 2 wrong,
Yep.
but you're gonna get 3 more.
Watch me clench it.
It should be a little bit more difficult. We're moving forward in through history.
See, I was just trying to make it fun for the audience. I knew both
Stakes
of those.
are high. Stakes are high.
Yeah.
So moving forward through history,
Okay.
the French love their guillotine executions almost
French
as
Revolution.
much as the Americans love lasers and good old-fashioned space conquest.
Yeah. Space Force. Okay.
I would like to ask you, which Star Wars movie released during the same year of the final 2 public executions by guillotine in France?
There's 9 Star Wars movies. And unless we're counting spin-offs. Are we counting? Can I ask that?
No, not counting spin-offs.
Okay. I am going to eliminate 7, 8, 9.
I think that's easy enough.
I think that's good. So we're down to 6. So which Star Wars movie? Okay. So I want to say, it'd be crazy for it to be like 2006, but also France is wild, Like if they, I feel like, I'm feeling real strongly towards like, kind of like the 2001, because I know it was 1999 when Phantom Menace came out. Maybe it was 2000, doesn't matter. That I think is the absolute latest it could be.
Okay.
So I'm going to eliminate 2 more, so it's out of 4 now. So the first one came out in what? I think like, was it like 79? Second one came out in like 84.
You don't need to know those dates, but you're around you're on the right track with about when those came out.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna say,
and the first one being episode 4, right?
Right. Yeah. Episode 4, The New Hope. I'm gonna say Empire. I'm gonna say Empire Strikes Back.
But let me fill you in a little bit.
Okay. This is not my final answer. I was just curious. I was like, I think it's that one.
Let's make this. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, I did. Oh wait, I wrote a little bit more. I didn't finish reading the question.
Oh, okay. That's why I was having so much trouble. I think. Yeah.
So this is wild. They didn't stop these executions until the death penalty was abolished in France. Okay. So for perspective, they didn't ever make it illegal just for public guillotine execution.
Oh.
I mean, now it's illegal to do the death penalty, period.
Uh-huh.
But in the year 1981, they abolished the death penalty.
So it'd be A New Hope. Right?
So they would have had to do it before
then.
And A New Hope is
79, I think.
Oh,
78.
wait. A New Hope is episode 4, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you got it right again.
And you didn't even kind of hand it to me all the way. That was
No, you had it before I said 1981, right? You said A New Hope?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I thought that was like the episode 5 or 6. You got it right.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It not only did it come out.
What?
You lied. You had it wrong.
No, I got it right. I said New Hope.
Right the whole time.
Yep, episode 4, New Hope. First one that ever came out.
You could be lying to me right to my face. I wouldn't have a goddamn clue. Hold on. Hey, Yasmina. Can we see what episode of Star Wars A New Hope is?
Episode 4.
Okay.
That.
Yeah, it's episode 4.
Yeah.
Okay. You just might have said something before, and I didn't. I just forgot.
No, I said A New Hope the whole time.
Yeah,
I never said anything other than A New Hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. No, but this is what. Not only did that come out before there were 2 more executions. 2 more.
Oh my gosh.
Executions in 1977, which are the last 2 that they did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, France, dude, chill.
Yeah, that's like. Honestly, though, if I had a choice, if I had to go out like death penalty,
it's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool way to go. Plus, I mean, it's quick, right? And they're not. It's not like you're like medieval times and they're like trying to hack your head off with an axe that's kind of dull, and they're like hitting your spine and you gotta like hit it multiple times like you're chopping a tree.
I don't want to think about that.
No, it's just one quick, and then maybe you could be like, I want to see if I can like do something.
I want to. Can I move my toes in the last couple of seconds while you're looking up from the handbasket?
Yeah. Start wiggling your nose.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Don't think you can.
No,
but all right, moving forward one more time.
All right.
Through time.
Okay.
To our 4th of 5 questions.
Yeah.
Which 2 more, and you can sweep this.
2 more, and I can sweep these last 3.
All right. This one actually goes back to the original way we're going to go. Is it closer to this time or that time? But It's not modern time, not modern day.
All right.
It is between the, let's see, the first Mars rover.
Yep. Okay.
To ever touch down on, of course, Mars.
Yeah.
Was it closer to Oh, it is to today. Okay. Was it closer to the first human moon landing or modern day?
So we were throwing things into space before we got to the moon. We got satellites, but then we got to the moon. Then we started doing stuff like sending rovers places, which was like remote technology. That took a lot. That had to have been like well after the moon.
Yeah, we landed on the moon with humans for the first time in 1969.
Okay. So
into this year's 2021.
2021
out there.
Okay, so let's do some quick math here. Sorry, people, but I'm doing math because I got to get this right. So 1969 to now, that is 31 years plus 21, so that would be 52 years.
Yeah, sure. I'm not doing the math.
Okay, so like 52 years. So then, assuming we got a rover,
52. I did the math.
In like arbitrarily, let's pick like 85. So assuming it's like 85.
Sure.
I think it would be probably after that. But that is 16 years from the moon landing. Then also it could have been like 98, 99. I'm going to say modern day. I'm going to say it's closer to modern day.
It looks like we're just going for pride on this last question.
Oh.
They successfully landed a Mars rover in the year 1976. Didn't realize this was going to be this tricky. I'm sorry.
I
thought it. Well, the fact that you're doing much worse than just guessing.
I know. I'm like,
you got one, and
even that was iffy. I will fully admit I didn't get that right. Yeah, I'm actively doing worse than what is the odds. Okay,
but let's go on.
Double or nothing for this last question.
Double
or nothing.
Okay. You know what? Let's not make it double or nothing. Well, yeah. We'll make it even more interesting.
Okay.
Because this one is really hard. So I will take the double.
Okay.
But instead of nothing, you can choose a Zub's sandwich for me to eat if you get this right.
Okay.
Wrong, double for you. Tomorrow and next week.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right. This is actually super fun, and I'm trying to. Okay. I think I know how I'm going to do this. All right. So Einstein, guy who
big brain.
Yeah, he postulated. Maybe.
Big smart Jew guy.
He brought the idea of general relativity to the world as we know it.
Yes.
Which, through his equations, have posited what we talked about earlier, a sense of forward time travel where you just experience time slower.
Yeah.
He died on April 18th, 1955.
Okay.
He had a aneurysm a couple days before. Passed away. A mere undetectable, more kind of natural way to go.
Yeah.
If somehow he saw the day of his death in his future and wanted to spend at least a couple days today in modern time with us, he would have to leave on a ship and travel near light speed, near light speed for a certain amount of time to make it to the future here and survive. So because the longer that this time that he wants to travel, the longer he has to be traveling.
Yeah,
right?
At light speed, yeah.
And so there's a gap that he has to leave before the day of his natural death that is coming.
Sure, okay.
That he would be able to make it all the way to modern day and survive for a couple of days before his aneurysm.
Okay.
All right. Within
one day?
Within 1 year.
Oh.
How many years would he have to be traveling in his perception of time to make it from Not 1955, because he would be dead. From
Right.
whenever he leaves until modern day. Because it would be that many years back from that.
Within one. So I have to name the year he left, or I have to name how many years in advance he had to leave?
Either. Either is fine. But, and within one, meaning if you guess 700,
Yeah.
it can be 699 or 701.
Oh, okay. So I think it's less than 700.
I think it's less than 700.
Okay.
Because he could have done it.
He could have done it. All right. So it's not like, probably not like 50 years, because that would kind of negate the point of him traveling.
Yeah, he could have done it, like, well within the time that he already had the ideas for it.
Okay.
As well.
So I'm going to say, so looking at this, he'd have to leave, travel at light speed, then travel back at light speed, and get here 70 years later-ish.
About 70 years.
So I'm going to say he had to leave...
If you want to hedge a bet, you can give it like a 6.5. Because I did get it down to the day.
Oh, you did?
An approximation.
Okay. Okay. I am gonna say. I want to say like. I was gonna say 6. I was. Then you said 6. And now I don't want to say it. I feel like that's not enough time, or it's too much time. I'm gonna say 4.25 years.
4.25 years. Will, it would take him, Einstein, he would have to leave his timeline in the year 1952 to escape. No. Stay with me.
Okay.
To travel at near light speed to get 69 years to present day and still have a few days left. That is a near 3 years and 38 days before his death. You've got it correct.
Oh my gosh!
We threw you so many bones.
Yes!
But
Yes! I did it all by myself! Nobody helped me! I'm so smart!
Who do you think you are? I am.
I'm the best!
I'm the best.
I'm the double champ! Oh my goodness. I leapt up out of my seat. Oh my gosh.
No gross subs for you.
Thank goodness. I was really dreading that. That scared me. I don't know if you can see it in my face, but I was not happy.
And I'll have to power through a Reuben that I always get at Zubs, and I go, I like Reubens, right? And I just hate their Reubens so much. I like Reubens. That's why I keep getting it, because I forget about it.
Then you go back.
I'm like, I don't know, I like Reubens. I'm like, oh, it's a Zubs Reuben. Anyway.
It's a Zubs Reuben.
I think we gotta wrap some time up, because we are running low on time right now. We've got a D&D game to get to.
Technically 7 minutes ago, so
let's see if we can time travel backwards and get there on time.
Yeah.
Leave
3.5 years ago.
That's literally everything about time.
Yep.
Congratulations, Will.
We did it.
You passed our quiz with flying colors.
Yep, I didn't get a single thing wrong because I'm the smartest man in the world.
And so, now we don't know anything.
Yep, and now neither do you.
Congratulations.
Thank you for listening. We'll do a quick outro. Follow us on our Instagram, VRA Pod, Twitter. Shoot us an email, regressionadvised@gmail.com.
We are old because the most interaction we do get is on the email.
Is it really?
It really is.
Yeah,
people like a lot of stuff on Instagram. That's
fun.
Yeah,
that's cool. We appreciate that too. Also, shout out to our good friend Chris. Whiskey Noobs, the podcast, is released today. First 3 episodes are out. Can't wait to listen
excited.
to it.
I'm on the mailing list and everything. He sends
I didn't join the mailing list yet. I have to.
He sent out a really cool, actually well formatted email. And I was on my phone too.
Uh-huh.
And it scrolled nice. But it's all the whiskeys that he's going to be trying this month.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might go pick up a couple. That'd be an awesome Sunday afternoon. Just sit on your balcony.
Just listen to the podcast and sip whiskey. Try whiskey. That would be so cool. Anyway, yeah, if you're interested in like whiskey or like learning to like whiskey or anything like that, check it out. Whiskey Noobs podcast on Spotify, Apple Music,
and wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, yeah, I think that's everything. All right.
Good enough for me.
Good enough. Bye everybody.
Hey, you made it to the end of this episode. Well, if you want to hear me babble on a little bit longer, hop on over to T Honey Plays on twitch.tv. We're live after every single episode airs at 8 p.m. on Sundays and sometimes throughout the week, trying to reach 50 followers this month of May. So even if you don't like what you're seeing, but you like the podcast, show a little bit of support. Hit me with a follow. Get the heck out of Twitch and be on your happy way. Because once we hit that goal, I can become affiliated on Twitch. And boy howdy, is that going to be exciting. So, hope to see you guys over there. And see you next week if not. Peace.